Welcome, everybody, back to Slay the Stars in episode 82. Last time we got to meet Jen's new character, Talia, who goes by Tolly. And we actually got a really fun little fairy tale directly from Lyra. And at the end, we got to see Arthur's new character, Lorhn, and Tolly meet for the first time. And it went about the way you would expect. And that is where we're picking up. You both just realized that you saw this ship thing. Tolly stood up from behind the rock. I think it was a rock, right?
I think so.
A rock or like something. And you're speaking, introducing yourselves. Continue.
So yeah, are we gonna go?
Sure.
All right. So the two of you are going to travel with one another, trying to make your way towards the ship.
I like to imagine like the entire way he's just like, what the fuck are you?
Are there words exchanged? Tolly, you are wandering through the forest with a strange man, and Lorhn, most of your experiences with people have been negative at best. And now you have this person whose mannerisms are a little strange.
That's to say the least.
Yes. So, what are you talking about? What are you doing?
So, where are you from?
Oh, here.
Great. Yeah, I should have expected that.
I mean, all I know. You're the second person I've seen in like as many days.
Well, that's not unfair. There's not a lot of us left.
I didn't know there was anybody.
I'm sorry. You're from here.
Yeah.
And you've run into two people, including myself?
Mm-hmm.
Did you kill all of them? Like, there was a few left.
There was no one to kill until now. And then I look at you sideways.
Alright, I'm gonna let that one go. For the time being. And he's just like, he does take like a micro step like to the, like away from you.
I feel like when I'm walking, I'm not dancing and I'm not exactly bouncing on my feet, but there's like a pep to my step. I'm like, there's a person here.
You know, it's fascinating. I've met a lot of people. And over my life, and you walk with the grace of a dancer through the woods. It's a little odd. It's a little disarming, to be honest.
Why?
You're walking silently and you
It's
don't even
just
try
how I
and...
walk.
People don't walk like that normally.
Can't you see all of the things on the ground to avoid? Don't you use your eyeballs?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly stomping through the fucking forest here.
That's a good point. Why don't you both roll me stealth checks?
Fuck. He says and he trips over a rock. He goes to make a big show of it and accidentally trips.
14.
All right. So, yeah, Tolly, you're doing pretty good. He's distracting you a little bit. So, every once in a while you do like ruffle some leaves or something and you're like, oh shit. And you make the corrections. But just as he's saying that, he steps on like a twig. It snaps. Oh, son of a bitch. And then he catches his toe on a rock and just falls forward because he rolled a 1.
So when you roll, fall forward and roll, whether it's graceful or not.
Well, the trip is not graceful. The recovery might be.
I have stopped, I've crouched, and I have my dagger out and ready because that crack was like a trigger, the crack of the twig. So I am prepared.
So you have dagger or you went for bow?
I took the dagger because I crouched low.
You have combat training.
I'm prepared for anything.
No, and like you see him, like he does, he resheath his scimitar, like he did pull it, like he was ready. He saw like the flash of silver, he was ready to go. That's not a normal reaction for most people.
Well, maybe that's why there aren't so many of them.
it's not untrue.
Lorhn, roll me a perception check.
Fuck. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
14.
All right. So, Talia, describe what you look like in your everyday appearance.
So I have so my skin is like super pale with like a silvery sheen to it, like when if there's sunlight that comes through the trees, like if it catches it just right, you can see. It's like it'd be really pretty with the moon. Like it just gives you that whole vibe. Um but I've got like my hair's really dirty, but it's really light and you're not quite sure what shade it is, but it's like shoulder length, but it looks like I took a blade to it myself because spoiler alert, I probably did. Just to like get it out of my face and it probably got tangled in branches and was annoying or whatever. Um and then the clothes that I'm wearing, they probably would have been nice at some point. Um, but they're all ragged, they're torn and then sewn back up with what looks like my own hair maybe. Just like whatever I could use to patch them up. My feet are bare, they are dirty. And just ragged looking in general. Um, but otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's like really pale hair, really pale, oh my gosh, really pale hair, really pale skin. Um, and then my eyes are like a light blue shade, um, like an icy blue.
Okay. And on top of that, Lorhn, you notice, because now that Talia is in front of you and you're really taking a look at her, you see on the quiver, on her back, a sigil for a family you know was called the Denorans. Roll me a history check.
Oh, while you're doing that, I did forget to tell you about the robe that I'm wearing. So it's a tattered robe because everything else is tattered about her. It's covered in embroidery that looks like eyes, all different types of eyes, all different types of colors. It's weird.
2.
Two. You know of this family. You don't remember them being really strong one way or the other as far as allegiances went during the war that happened. So it doesn't really give you a lot of information about Talia as a person.
Are you a hunter as well?
I mean, sure.
The crest on your quiver there.
The what?
The crest. Did you take it off of someone, or was that yours? Or
Um, it was never anyone else's that I know of.
Roll me a history check with disadvantage, Tali.
Um, Alphabetical. Where the hell's history?
Under deception.
It's 11. I was
When
looking
he
at the
asks
mod.
you if you took it from somebody, you say it's always been yours, and something internally inside of you is like, no, this is mine. I didn't take this. You don't remember where you got it or what it means, but you know this is yours.
It's mine. You cannot have it. I need it.
I'm not asking for it.
Okay, but now we're clear.
But it has a family crest on it that I assumed was the Denorans, but I guess their neutrality finally bit them in the ass.
Okay.
When he says the Denorans, in your mind, there's like a brief flash of like, wait, what? And then it's immediately gone. And it's actually like unsettling the way it happens because at that moment you're like, you catch on a subject and then it's like your brain's wiped. And for a moment you're looking at him and you're like, what was the conversation? Who is this person? And then what was happening before comes back to you, but it's very disorienting.
Oh, I the
I imagine he's like missed her like kind of like glitching, and he just keeps talking. He's like, I know they had fucking
Roll me an insight check.
fuck. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Insight 18.
And roll me an arcana check.
Arcana, so 7.
You can see that like something just happened in her brain. She looks scrambled and confused for a moment, like she's trying to remember and she's like kind of stammering a little bit, but you're thinking it just has something to do with like whatever mental break she's had.
What are you trying to confuse me about?
Lass, I'm not trying to confuse you.
But you're doing it anyway.
Probably my bubbly personality.
You have bubbles.
All right, yeah.
Bubbles are fun.
Yeah, I miss soap.
I miss things, I guess. Do you remember that there was a ship? There was like a flying ship.
He's like, still walking? Yeah, I know. We're walking towards it.
Oh, is this the way it went?
No.
It's not?
Like, he just starts walking off.
Wait, I want to go to the ship. Are you going to the ship? I'm going to go to the ship with you.
Lass, I'm going to the fucking ship. Jesus Christ. No, it wouldn't be that. It would be the fucking gods.
All right, and so the two of you continue on, and I'll tell you what I imagine, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I imagine that
You're wrong. No,
Tali
I'm just kidding.
is getting distracted by things that she sees, maybe like a flower or something like that, something interesting to her. And then every once in a while, Lorhn has to like redirect her back onto the path.
Yeah, that would happen.
Because she sort of like, she loses the thread a little bit.
Also, when you redirect me, I'm going to mock walk the way that you're walking behind you. And then I'm going to try to pick your pocket. Let me rephrase. I want to try to see what's in your pocket. It's not that I'm trying to steal from you. But I'm curious about what you have.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
So
Tali.
whether it's a pocket or like a little pouch or something.
Okay. I don't think that's 2 plus, I think 0.
She just rolled a nat 20.
Hold on. Well, it doesn't matter then.
So what's your total?
32.
I'm imagining your passive perception is not 32.
It's 14, dude.
I've checked every pocket.
That's what
yeah.
I said. Like, he would be active, but it's worse.
So, obviously she's going to find, like, the random things that might be in your pocket, coins and stuff like that. But what are the interesting things? What about some, like, interior pockets you didn't think, like, you know.
Anybody would grab.
Mm-hmm.
You find a wedding ring. It is... it's not pure gold. It's actually platinum band, like a layer. And then it's one circle of platinum and then 2 circles of gold around that.
Okay.
It's inscribed in Elvish. It's to the temporary future that we hold is what's inscribed. There was an old, like, crumpled up letter written from... It's signed from... I forget her name. I'm so sorry. It's not... it's the previous queen.
Oh, shit. You're going to make me name her.
I can't... Or you don't even... No. It's not... it's like her court.
I would not... Wait. Before you say anything, I would have seen a crumpled up letter, and the only reason I'm not chucking it over my shoulder is because I'm not trying to be perceived.
When I say crumpled up letter, I'm not talking like balled up. I mean,
get
like,
it.
just like folded and old.
I'm just saying I would not give a fuck about any kind of communication.
Okay, so then that's fine.
Oh, well, I just think it's funny because people have been trying to get me to give this person's name.
Mm-hmm. I'll cock block them.
Well,
cock blocked.
it would have been from the court of, like, it probably would have been the court of Lyra because she was the current queen, right?
Yes.
So that's essentially who it's signed from, is like some representative from the court of Lyra.
Okay.
It's just a request to go to the court, and that would have been when that happened, when he came back.
Sure.
So
Because it was a trap.
I am not taking anything from you, but every single thing that I've looked at has gone into the wrong pocket. So nothing is where you think it is.
I think there was a gold locket, or not a gold locket. I think it was an old like bronze locket, like really like cheap, tattered, like metal.
Like something a child would.
Yeah, exactly. And inside the locket is nothing, but it looks like there was something in there once.
I will say that the thing you notice about the letter is that there was a wax seal on the outside, and it has a crest of a city.
Okay. Does that like cause any brain weirdness?
Roll me a history check with disadvantage.
16.
You remember seeing this symbol a lot. And for a brief moment, you get a glimpse of like a large oak desk. Not your desk, but it was in your house. And that's confusing because you've never had a house, but you know that is true. And you remember seeing this stamp on a lot of items, and the wax seal was there. And Aurelia, that name. Is that the name of the seal or the city? You're not sure, but Aurelia. That's the word that comes to your mind when you see that seal.
I'm just gonna say, Aurelia. 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 It's kind of fun to say. Aurelia!
Okay, so you're from here. What the fuck are you doing?
What?
Like,
And then I'm
grab some
gonna.
of his stuff.
Oh no, none of it's in my hands. I've put it all in like weird ass pocket. Like nothing is where.
Oh, wait, when you say pockets, you mean your pockets or my pockets?
Your
Oh, okay.
pockets.
Did you put them back in all the right places?
In the wrong pockets.
Okay, perfect.
Everything's mixed up. So when you notice that, I have no idea. But when you turn around, I'm so close to you. But I am still mocking you with how I'm walking. So if you stop too fast and turn around, we're probably gonna like.
That happens. He like deliberately like faces you and backs away from you. That direction.
And I turn around like I jump and turn around this direction and I start walking.
Is it the wrong direction?
No, you pointed. She's going in that direction that you pointed.
It was uncomfortable to
Wait!
be that close.
Do we walk my way now? And then I start like I don't know. I'm like swaying my arms and like, yeah, jellyfish comes to mind.
Like the Fremen sand walk over here.
Is she fucking walking? Fucking shit.
Also, at this point, Lorhn, you touch your pocket where your wedding ring is, like, give me strength, and it's not there.
And he starts like patting down all of his pockets. He does find it. It's just like,
yeah, you find it in your booty
away.
pocket where you'd never put it. And then you notice everything's in the wrong pockets.
Does the crazy spread? He puts everything back in the correct pockets.
I feel like I'm like 20, 30 paces from you, and I'm like, you're supposed to follow and do. You suck at this game.
This isn't a fucking game.
Roll me a medicine check, Lorhn. Your
Probably
rolls
not.
are garbage today.
He's not an intelligence or wisdom-based character.
But it doesn't matter if your dice are going to roll 5 or below every
He had an
time.
18 on something.
That's true, he did.
0, so 5.
You're not really is the crazy spreading? No, but like you are not sure what the hell's going on. You're not sure if it's physical or magical or what is happening with her, but Yeah. She manages. You
I
are pretty
feel
sure she
like,
managed to flop all your stuff around. You didn't even notice it.
and I feel like at this point you are so fucking annoyed that you're like, do not make me get the rope and tie it to your hand and drag you along.
When you said that, I was like, "Do not sell marijuana in my house within."
Okay. Like, he'll humor you just a smidge. Just model the way that you're walking. It's just like, why is this fucking efficient? Why am I fucking quiet?
Oh, I'm so happy.
Why am I quiet? Like,
Now both of you roll me stealth checks now.
at first he genuinely thought it was because you were not wearing shoes and like you were of the earth like crazy. Yeah.
20, dirty 20.
25.
Okay, perfect. So in this moment, you both hear steps.
Like behind or in front?
Not necessarily behind or in front, more like parallel to you and off in the distance, maybe slightly behind you. This it's not moving towards you, so you think whatever it is not aware of your presence, but if they were to get a line of sight on you, they could potentially see. So, what do you do?
So something about that like triggers me and I'm no longer silly. And so I just like look
Yeah.
at you.
Like we just like we take a V line away from that. Like if we're walking here and they're here and here, we're walking diagonally that way so that we can turn around and try to see them both, I imagine.
Yeah, that was my question. Are you guys going to hide or try to get away, or do you want to get eyes on whatever this is?
Get eyes on.
Hide and eyes.
Okay. Yep.
Hold
So,
on. I think I have stuff for this. I'm pretty positive that I'm like really hard to see. Hold on.
well, this thing failed to see either of you, so you should be good.
Okay.
So, as you move kind of like in a diagonal to find a place to hunker down to get a look at whatever this is, you find like a place where there was a large tree and the ground has like washed out around it. So there's almost like a hill that you can kind of duck down behind and peek up over around this large tree. And what you see walking past is like not quite human. It looks like some sort of human insect like hybrid. And I would like for you both to roll me nature checks.
8.
Well, I rolled an 18. 27.
Okay. So this thing is tall, about maybe somewhere between 8 and 9 feet tall. Its skin is sort of like this blue color, you think, but really what it is it's almost see-through. And you're seeing whatever is actually in its veins, which is not red blood. And Lorhn, it has 6 arms. They're long and skinny and have these like 3 points, almost like chicken feet looking things sticking
Ew.
on the end of them. And Tali, in your mind, all you keep thinking is that used to be human. That used to be human.
But you said there was 2 sets of footsteps.
No.
Oh, okay, we're good.
It does not seem to see you, but you do notice that it is walking in the direction of the ship. Presumably, this thing was alerted to the ship's presence and is making its way over there. And you know, Tali, if there is one, there's probably more, and they're all going in that direction.
So have I seen anything like this before, even if it's not that specific shape?
With that nature check, yes. These aberrant things, the aberrations do not always manifest in the same way. But that's exactly what this looks like. Something that has been corrupted and changed. A human that's taken on these like other animalistic evolutions.
Okay. So with aberrations are a favored enemy of
Mm-hmm.
mine. So would I have uh, information knowledge on w- the best, how do I want to say this? Way to like attack? Like what, I'm not exactly asking for what their weaknesses are, but kind of
Yeah, so
based on what I
the thing that you would know about aberrations in general is that frequently um any sort of mind control, psychic things don't work on them. They don't seem to operate on the same principles as a humanoid person would. This one in particular, because of the way it's moving and it looks a little weird in the sunlight, it tells you that this thing is usually much stealthier. Things like this you don't usually see during the day. So, number one, you wouldn't want to fight this at night. And number two, if this thing is coming out in the day, it's because it has a good reason.
okay. So I'm gonna look at you, Lorne, and
These fucking things change all the fucking
I am going to give you like SWAT team level hand signals about like a plan of attack that probably make absolutely no fucking sense to anyone other than me. And then I'm going to end with like taking my fist and smashing it into my other hand and like grinding it, and then I'm gonna be like, "You good? You got me."
Roll me an insight check, Lauren.
I was expecting it to roll. Insight, so 16.
All right. So,
I got the beginning of it.
give him like general ideas of what you want him to do.
Okay, so what I was trying to communicate is that first of all, there's probably more than one, but to get rid of this one, we should attack from either side. And so like you go this way, I'll go this way. And then like I would have also like put my hand on my head and like shook it like no. You take from that what you want.
Alright, so do you have like a signal to attack? Sounds like a no. Alright, just look for a burst of light, okay? And he's gonna get up and like stealth onto the other side of the woods to
Okay.
try to get on the other end.
Roll me a stealth check.
If you would have talked to me in between all of that, I would have rolled my eyes and thrown my arms in the air like sound come on.
14.
All right. Um, yeah, you beat it. So, you are able to position yourself on the opposite side.
Okay, so 120 feet I have this range. Right directly in front of it, I'm casting dancing lights.
Okay. Uh,
I'm using that as a massive distraction if I can.
okay. What do the dancing? Are they just like little disco balls? Like what do the dancing lights look like?
No, they're literally just motes of light.
Okay.
Just like, you know how like the speed like fairies like would zoom around? It's
Mm-hmm.
that.
Okay. This happens. Tali, I'll give you a moment to react to that because you were ready for the lights. So what are you doing the moment the lights go up?
So for like half a second, I'm gonna go like lights, and then I'm gonna oh yeah, and then I'm going to pull my bow, knock an arrow, and I'm ready to fire.
Okay. Take a shot.
Mm-hmm. 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh my god, I'm not used to the dice that I need to use. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Here we go. And does this count for sneak attack? I don't know.
Yeah, this is your surprise round, so this does count for sneak attack.
God damn it. I'll just roll this one. Woof. Woof. All around woof. Okay. 2, 5, 6 plus, so 10.
All right, and with that, I need you to roll initiative.
Natural 20 plus 7.
All right, well,
17.
Mwah.
that means we got
Die gets love today.
All right.
Immediately rolls a natural one.
Tolly, you are up first. You sink an arrow into this thing. It looks confused. It's swatting at these dancing lights.
All right, I'm immediately going to pull another arrow, and I'm going to fire twice. Just
Go for it.
one after the other. 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Fuck off. 5.
Okay.
Would she have advantage on any of these shots?
No. That's unfortunate.
And then a natural 1.
Okay. Sorry, how much did you say that first one did?
5.
5 damage. All right. Are you moving or are you going to stay?
Yeah, I'll like hide behind wherever I'm at.
Roll me a stealth check.
16.
All right. Lorhn, you're up.
So how far away, give or take?
How far away did you go?
Well, I mean, so it would be the exact distance away from us on the other side. So, like, maybe 60 feet away?
Um,
30?
So
60,
you
somewhere
you are
range?
in a forest. I am assuming that you are within like 30 feet because otherwise taking shots at this thing from 60 feet away in like pretty dense forest would be hard.
Okay.
So if you're 60 feet from her, 30 feet from the creature.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus cunning action first to try to hide to get advantage on the roll.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. Hold on. I don't have to do that. I've got something for this. Hold on. What the fuck is it called?
New characters, man.
I should know this. Give me a second.
Take your time through the magic of editing. Things happen instantaneously.
As a bonus action. It's a bone action.
As bonus action.
Bonac? Hilarious.
As a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next roll than your current one. You can use this, but I cannot move this turn.
Okay.
So I'm wasting my bonus action to get steady aim to get advantage.
Okay, do it.
So short bow shot. So 19 plus something.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So then that is, where did you go? Short bow plus sneak attack, which for me is 2d6. Not bad. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
All right. Do you have a second attack?
Yes, I do. But I think that only applies to that first attack.
I think that's what you said last time. But
Let
double
me
check.
look. Hold on. Yeah, next attack. So this one's without advantage. Wait, I already used you too. Sorry. So that one's going to hit, I assume.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that is
You
8
Motherfucker.
piercing.
All right. You sink 2 more shots into this thing. It's starting to look like a pincushion. It is its turn. It takes a second to look in the direction of where Tali's shot came from, but it can't see her. So it's going to come running. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, well. It's going to come running toward you, Lorhn. And it is... What to his speed without provoking opportunity to... Oh, wow, that's crazy. Okay, so it is going to... It's going to make 2 claw attacks against you. That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
And you are going to take 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Second one. Yeah, that's a 26 to hit. And you're going to take 9 points of slashing damage. And you see this thing slash into you with 2 of its arms. And the other 4, though, they're almost like they're pulling back, like they're preparing for some kind of attack on its next turn. It's your turn, Tali.
Has it moved to someplace that I can't see?
It is now like 60 feet away from you. And I will say it does have like half cover at this point. So you can still see it, but it's like you have to like shift and your shots would be more difficult unless you have something to overcome cover. I don't know if your character does.
No, but I get, well, okay, so what I was going to do, I was just hoping to not move.
Yeah, I
For
mean,
steady aim, but
so you can do that. Half cover just gives it a +2 to its AC. So you can still shoot from where you are. It's just slightly harder to hit.
okay, so I can give myself advantage with steady aim if I don't move, which should help overcome that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
But you
so
burn your bonus action.
huh?
You burn your bonus action.
I know, that's okay.
Well, if you don't have advantage, even if you don't have advantage, you still get sneak attack because I'm right next to it.
You're also shooting from stealth, so your first attack is at advantage anyway.
So you don't have to burn your bonus
Yeah,
action.
you don't have to use your bonus action. Because remember, you hid last time, it didn't see you, so you have advantage on that first attack and sneak attack.
Yeah, you could Hunter's Mark instead with your bonus action.
Well, so when I use the bow, if I, this is what I was going to do this time. Well, because I am using the bow. So when I knock an arrow,
Oh wait, shit! I have to do something.
yeah. So it says swift defeat to my enemies. It says that to me. And then I respond and say swift death to you who have wronged me. And I'm going to target that as my sworn enemy.
Okay.
And what that does, I have advantage on the attack roll. So I guess I didn't need to burn that anyway. And target gains no benefit from cover. Other than total cover, and you suffer no disadvantage due to the extra long range. If the attack hits, your sworn enemy takes an extra 3d6 piercing damage.
Go for it.
Okay, so
You'd have advantage.
You have advantage on the first shot.
I know. I just
Oh.
it's like, oh my god. Oh my god, for a second I thought it was less. 22 to hit.
That hits.
22 to hit. And then, all right, so then I have a D8, a 2d6, and then 3d6. Okay, so that is 10, 23.
Okay. Where do you hit this thing?
So were we triangulated or linear? Like, was he directly across from me, or are we more...
In my mind, it was linear because he was trying to flank it with you. So, and this thing ran directly towards Lorhn.
So its back is currently to me.
Yes.
Then I'm aiming for, like, immobilization, and I'm aiming for the spine. Like, lower spine.
Love it. And, you hit this, and Lorhn, you see this thing, like, twitch, and one of its legs almost seems to go numb for a second there whenever this arrow finds its mark, because that was a big old hit.
Is it looking rough, then? Not really.
It's pretty rough. It's not...
Not innately.
It's not in imminent danger of dying, but that was a tough hit.
Okay. So what I don't know, because I do get one more attack...
Mm-hmm.
When you make a ranged attack. So it doesn't say the first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all of
No,
them.
it's all of them.
Brilliant. Oof. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then I should have left all these out. So the sneak attack and then the 3... Motherfucker. It's... Yeah. Sorry for those of you who don't know I am MFing things. It's because I keep tossing my die.
Dude,
That's
this is 83.
cocked. Do you want me?
82.
I'm just going to re-roll this. Oh, that's way worse. 10, 23.
Oh, man.
I'm going to hide right where I'm at. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay. Roll your stealth check.
24.
All right. You are hidden. Lorne.
Succeeded on the first damage roll. However, I did not succeed on the second one for eyes going red.
Oh, all right.
So I don't even know what you would see, to be honest, but you just see, it looks like the swords were essentially teleported to his hands. Like with how quick he switched everything around.
Honestly, I feel like Tali doesn't see it because Tali's ducking back down to
Yeah.
hide. And so unless you make an audible noise, she has no idea.
Then no. So 2 attacks, like right out the gate. First one. 7. Hold on. 17.
That hits.
Okay, second one. That's unfortunate. Well, first one, big old damage. So 1d6 plus sneak attack plus divine smite. Come back. So damage on that is going to be so 12 on the strike plus 6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Second attack is a nat 1, so it misses. However, offhand counts as a bonus. So that is I don't think that's going to work. So 13?
Nope.
All right, so last attack misses.
All right. It is this thing's turn. And it is going to make 6 claw attacks against Lorne with its flurry of claws. First one.
By the way, 2 things.
Yes.
When I hit a creature with oh wait, that's opportunity attacks. Never mind.
Okay.
However, his speed is reduced by 10 feet, just as a heads up.
That is good to know. Because it could potentially move after this. 24 to hit for the first one.
My armor class is 18.
So second one misses. Third one also misses. Fourth one, that's even worse, misses. Okay, that one's gonna hit. That's a 23.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, that misses. It only hits you with 2 of all the so stupid. All right, 5 points of slashing damage. And 7 points of slashing damage.
This feels like the most vicious slap fight ever.
That is so very frustrating. This went from being a very imposing attack to like, oh, it did less damage than it did the first time around. But yeah, you hear this thing screech because it's like panicking and it's like just flurrying around with all 6 of its arms now, attacking at Lorne. And realizing that it's potentially going to be killed. That's 10. It's relatively intelligent. It does not provoke opportunity attacks after using that, and it is going to turn. It has 40 feet of movement, reduced by 10, so 30. It is going to run to a tree about 10 feet from you and try to scurry up into the branches to get some sort of cover from you. And we're at Tali's turn.
Okay. So where in the trees? Like,
yeah, I mean, it has 20 feet, so it gets kind of up into the tree and it's in some of the branches, but again, like, cover doesn't affect you. So even if I gave this thing 3/4 cover, it doesn't change.
Okay. So I guess if I can still aim and be fine and not need to move, then I'm going to do that. I'm aiming for its throat because I'm trying to take its voice box out now. Stop screeching and sending more shit our way.
Okay.
So attack 1. 21 to hit.
That hits.
And
so many dice.
Ooh, that one's fun. 30.
Describe your kill.
It, like, when I aim and release and the bow, like, or not the bow, the arrow is just so steady and sure and straight. And it goes through this, I'm assuming the side, because trying to picture it go up a tree where I can still see it. Through, it's either going in the side and out the other side and just taking the whole like neck with it, or it is pinning it to the tree, like through the back and pinned to the tree.
I like it pinned to the tree. That's good. All right. So, Lorhn, you rush over to the tree. Like, this thing is screeching. All of a sudden, the screeching stops. You saw the arrow, like, and you look up and you see this thing pinned by its neck.
And all of its hands just, like,
just
twitching and, like...
twitching.
He's still, like, kind of in a trance, so he literally just chops off the head and the rest of the body falls off the tree.
All right.
And then he stows his weapons away like nothing happened.
And I'm gonna, like... I'm still on high alert, so I'm, like, tree to tree to tree, like, zigzagging my way over. I'm retrieving my bows and cleaning them, or I keep saying that, my arrows and cleaning them off. I'll scramble up the tree to, like, collect that one if I can, too. If it's stuck in there, I'll just be like, God damn it. Anyway, I'm trying to recover as much as I can.
Did you grab my arrows too? Were they still stuck in the creature then?
Yeah, there's some arrows stuck in the creature. You can try to recover them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll grab whatever I can. I'm going to put them all in my quiver. If you take them out, I'm not going to stop you, but I'm just going to put them all in my quiver. There is something that I wanted to do, though. I have the ability to spend time... What is this? Dread Ambusher? No. Primeval Awareness. I'm going to spend a spell slot to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile. Oh, nope, 6 miles because we're in my favored terrain.
Okay, wait. What was the... It's...
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. It doesn't say and.
By the way, he's not... While she's doing that, like she's up a tree, he's dragging the rest of the body to the nearest clearing and, like, making it obvious that, like, something happened there, and they're going away.
Yeah. What does it look like whenever you're focusing on your primeval awareness?
I think it's... So, I would have come down from the tree, because I think it's very, like, crisscross applesauce, like, arms out, like, concentrate, like, very, I don't know what to call it, like, typical... What is it called when you do this?
Like meditation?
Yes.
Okay,
Jesus
gotcha.
Christ. I can't meditate. That's why I couldn't think of it. Anyway, like your typical meditation, sort of opening up my, like, other senses.
Sure. Tali, you try to do this sometimes to make sure where you're sleeping at night is safe, and there are times where it is overwhelming how many of these aberration presences you feel, because this forest is basically polluted with them. And you start to feel that rising sense of dread, and you start to pinpoint what
it doesn't tell me location or number, just if they're around.
Okay. They are around. I'm gonna give you a general direction. They're moving towards the ship. Also in that direction, you sense 2 incredibly strong celestial presences
coming from the direction we're going.
Yeah.
Okay. That one's new.
And that is concerning for you, because you have only felt a presence like that from one other thing, and that would be Adria.
But that doesn't mean anything to me.
Doesn't mean... It's true. But what I'm saying is, you know that the castle is bad, and that presence is over there.
Yeah.
And you now sense 2 more of that presence.
Yeah. So I would like to say that when I'm getting these aberrations, it feels very, like murky, dark, inky, like, coated in things that you don't want to be coated in kind of feeling.
Mhm.
But when it comes to celestials, it's very sparkly, but it's sharp.
Mhm.
Like McDonald's Sprite.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So it's just it's effervescent, but it's like in a almost unpleasant way. Like it's too much.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of him also using his divine sense, which is exactly like yours, but it's only 60 feet.
Oh
So he's
wow.
just like, we're clear. No, we're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Lorhn just walks over and is like, we're clear.
All right, we're fine. We're clear.
Oh, honey.
He like spins around.
No, there's so many. They're everywhere.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about? And the way that we're going, there's like two really sharp, like, I don't know how to explain this, like bright light.
We're copyright.
It's very, ugh, I don't know how to explain it.
So the opposite of bubbly.
No, it's kind of like that, but also in an unpleasant way.
Okay, evil bubbles. Got it.
Evil bubbles. That's exactly what it is. Bright evil bubbles. I don't want to go there.
Okay, so we're going towards the evil bubbles.
There's a bright evil bubble in the castle. I don't go that way. There's two bright evil bubbles over there.
You can sense that far.
I will say right now, you're too far away. You
Okay.
can't sense it now, but you have.
Okay. I mean, not right now, but when I get closer. It's just, but like I know what I sense now, and that's over by the flying wingless ship.
So you don't want to go?
I am super curious about it,
All right. So then we're going.
but also two of them, and they're really strong. It's like they're really bubbly.
Roll me a wisdom check.
Nope. 6.
So the aberrations you sense, they come up as blips, right? And you know some of them are really big and some of them are really strong. You try to avoid them, but these two celestial, these two bubbles,
Mm-hmm.
they overshadow all of it.
So he's gonna switch from like trying to convince her to like distracting her and continue to walk, which is just like
That's smart.
that. That was an incredible shot, by the way. And he's just gonna start like gradually walking. Like, where were you trained to shoot an arrow?
My bow trained me. It talks to me.
Your bow
Mhm.
trained you to
It's
fire
my
it.
It's my friend.
Okay,
Your weapons aren't your friend?
my weapons are my weapons.
See, maybe that's I don't know. Try talking to your weapons. They keep you company. They're with you all
Like
the time.
he's deliberately being glib. Like,
But it's working. And that this is so I'm like, yeah, and like if you start walking, I'm going to follow you.
you know, had the rumor that the Denarans had a marksman in their ranks that fired a bow from 30 yards and knocked the wings off of a bee without killing it. And that is the crest that's on the back of your quiver.
I'm sorry. All I heard in my head, like when I was trying to figure out how to respond to this, was I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Roll me a history check with disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage.
Stop throwing dice!
I can't help it. Butterfingers. 11. Don't worry about it. Thank you.
So again, like the way Lorne is describing this to you, knocked the wings off of a bee without killing it. You get a mental image that's so strong. And you don't know if it's because his words are so like vivid and it's making that image, but something for that moment feels like you remember it. And then that you think of it, Denoran, and then again, total mental wipe. You're confused. You actually stop walking again for a moment. And again, Lauren, you notice the moment you bring up that name.
But like this time I'm gonna cover my ears a little bit and like shake my head like, ugh, that feels so wrong.
The story? Like, I mean, it could be wrong. It's all rumor.
What? What story? No, the feeling in my head is wrong.
Okay. What are you feeling in your head?
What does it feel like? Is it like electric or is it numbing or is it like when you drink too much and then have to put a foot on the floor?
Yeah, it feels okay. So have you ever blacked out
Mhm.
No.
and then you have somebody describing to you things
Yeah.
that you did? They're very sure that you did it, but you have no recollection, and there's like a panic that sets in.
Yeah.
Like that's it, because there's nothing.
Yeah.
And the worst part is like you start to remember and then it's nothing.
Yeah. It's just a wrongness. I don't know how to explain it. I I don't know how to explain it. There's nothing. It's blank. I don't like it.
All right. So, what exactly does your bow teach you when it's teaching you how to fire an arrow?
And I kind of breathe like a little sigh of relief because we can focus on the things that I know. It just helps me aim for my enemies. I don't know.
Like an auto aim? No.
I like it just I don't know. It like calms me and it centers me and it just whispers.
So I saw that there was like other elements that were damaging that creature as well, right? Like, was that visible to me, or is that just like an inherent thing?
No, like these are just inherent. Like the whenever she is firing at these enemies, the bow helps her choose the place to hit on the enemy that would do the most damage. So to you, it just looks like the best place shots. That's what made you think of the bee story,
Mhm.
because these shots are so
Ridiculously precise.
even like through the trees, in a tree, like finding exactly their mark.
When it whispers, I know where to aim. And then when I release the shot, it goes there.
Whose voice does it sound like?
Ooh, I don't know. It's not mine.
Oh, really?
And then, like, I kind of get, like, a little, not shy, but like, I don't know.
Roll me a history check with disadvantage. These are good rolls.
Hey, at least one of us.
16.
Who taught Tali to shoot?
My dad.
When you say, I don't know, you start thinking about it, you think about the voice, and there's like a warm sensation in your chest, and you get kind of like choked up and sad, which doesn't really make sense because you like the voice that comes from the bow. It helps you, it makes you feel comfortable, it makes you powerful, it teaches you how to do things. So like, why is there this sadness?
It sounds like,
Are you okay?
I don't know. I don't like this conversation,
All right.
but it sounds like a man, but it also makes me sad.
Yeah. Tali, you're crying.
And I like wipe my face and look at my fingers. Oh,
This
Huh.
happens to you sometimes. You catch yourself crying and you're not sure what started it or why.
it'll stop. Let's keep going.
Is she a faucet? Am I a faucet?
uh,
He's not having a good time.
Lorne, roll me insight, medicine, whatever you want to roll, something to try to, you know, whatever. Glean, Arcana. I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
if you
It's
have
I
all
any
plus
feel
bonus to
like
zeros,
anything.
so 13.
also the tears are like creating tracks in like all the grime on my face. So you can start to see my actual skin and it's like glowy.
Yeah. Uh, it, you're still not sure what's going on, but these details now with the bow and this crying, you are suspecting more and more that there is magic happening here.
I think too, the way that we had talked about it, and I don't really know how to implement this, is like we had said that I will just say things, and then if you ask me about it, like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Then I forget. I'm like, I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you don't know what the voice sounds like.
It's a man.
Do I know what the voice sounds like?
Do
Do
you
your other
hear?
weapons talk to you?
Did you hear the voice too? You heard it whisper?
No. Does your dagger talk to you too?
Nope. Just my bow.
And the
Maybe
arrows?
it's the arrows, actually. No, it's the bow. I think it's the bow.
Alright, fine. He takes his 2 arrows out of your quiver. You don't need to be associated with that.
Mm.
But like he notices like the arrows, like the fletchling on them is significantly better.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's any kind of clearing and it's still daytime, I'm in the shadows. Just like I will walk separate from you if that's the case. Like
No,
I'm
I mean they're both drow. Like they probably would stick to the
okay.
shadows in general.
That makes sense.
So have you fought many of those before?
Oh my god, so many.
They're starting to pop out of the woodwork, aren't they?
Well, they're going to if we don't get a move on.
It's like they get worse and worse. It's like they're being created, right?
Well, I think didn't we talk about this with the medicine woman? I'm having an issue right now. Pause. Time out.
It's okay.
Where I don't know if it's her knowledge or Zem's knowledge. That it's like a sickness. I think it's Zem's knowledge now that I'm saying that out loud.
Zem
Okay.
is the one who thinks it's a medical thing.
Okay.
But like I said, when Tolly rolled that nature just now, Tolly was thinking like this used to be human. So you have an idea that there is something going on, whether it's medical or magical. But
Okay.
yes,
I don't think that I that thing was created, but it wasn't always that thing. I think it used to be like you and me,
Elvin?
or like a person.
That's
I mean,
that's un that's not great, is it?
nope. That's why when I go to sleep, I have to make sure that there's none around. That's why I got really good at trying to sense.
Still sensing anything?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's like, how do I explain? The bubbles are like not many, but big. But the things are small, but many.
Okay, so well, that makes sense. Fuck. I'm starting to speak you. Is that a reason you don't have any armor on? He's still just walking and talking.
I don't know. There's not a reason. I just never had any. I don't think.
So you've mostly been firing from a distance, or
Yeah, I hide. I hide very well. And that's what I use to protect me.
you noticed that as well during that fight, Lorne. You never saw her firing. The arrows would just come, find their mark, and she was gone.
Yeah. Do you ever think about the future here?
Well, yeah, sometimes. Usually before I fall asleep after I have some of the mushrooms, but um I will think about um maybe finding another person someday so that I'm not by myself all the time. That would be really nice. Do you know that I've been in these woods for so many days? I don't know how many.
Feels like that, doesn't it?
No, but I really have.
You mean like you remember nothing else except the woods? Like completely, there's nothing else.
You're the second person I told you this.
So your bow talks to you. You just were just born in the woods.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to you, Lorne,
No.
because Adria's war and stuff has taken place over the past couple of years, but so like society only really collapsed maybe 12 months ago. So and Tali's how old? How old does she look?
She'd be in her like late 20s.
Tally, how old are you?
I like this stumps me because I've never thought about it. Huh. Well, how do you count? Years are a thing. I know years
It's
are
a
a
lunar
thing.
cycle, is how you count years. And you're very well eloquent with the language, whether you like to believe it or not. You're crazy, is what you are, but you're still eloquent.
Uh,
That doesn't just come innately.
I don't know why, but I think I think I'm 28, but I don't know why I know that. But I've always been here, and I feel like I'm connecting dots. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you don't have 28 years of memories.
Yeah. Hey, Lorne.
Yeah.
Um, what's the temporary future
What do you mean?
on your ring?
You are snooping through my things.
It's a game I play. I'm really good at it.
Yeah, well, that was my wedding ring.
Okay.
Tally, you're very young. And so am I, technically. We tend to live for a long time. And we're going through this fucking apocalypse at the very beginning. Not everybody has that long of a lifespan. And neither did my wife. And it was actually shorter than even that.
Oh, you
He's
sound
not looking
sad.
at you like at all.
Yeah. You sound sad.
No, I'm happy, I'm thrilled to exist within this shite hole of a world.
You use sarcasm a lot.
Keeps me young.
Okay. I accept that.
I'm the second person you've ever found,
Yes.
but it's a game that you play and you got good at. So whose pockets were you picking back before that?
Well, it's not always a person.
You pickpocketing trees now.
Well, no, but sometimes there's like foxes' dens and like rabbit holes, and they have acorns and stuff
You're stealing from squirrels.
if I need to. I mean, I'm not going to eat those things. Gross.
The squirrels?
No, I can eat those.
Oh. Alright, just the acorns then, that's fine.
No, the gross six-armed monster things.
Oh, those, no. Misunderstand, I understand.
If they have pockets, I'll pick them.
I wouldn't try it.
Well, most of them don't have pockets.
Wow. That'd be weird if it did.
I never thought about it.
It's one of those shows up with like a three-piece suit. pocket watch.
Cigar hanging out its mouth.
Did you fucking summon that? What the fuck? How did you do that? Tali, you're a lot older than you think you are. And so is this world's a lot older.
Am I older than you?
No, not yet.
Oh.
But
Well, I'm not listening to you. I don't have to.
didn't say to. Adria punished a lot of us after the war.
Adria. Ugh.
The moment he says that name, you start panicking. Your heart starts beating insanely fast in your chest, and
Then
you feel like you're going to throw up.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to run into the woods and hide.
Roll me a stealth check.
Towards or away from the ship?
Like, whatever makes the most sense for, like, hiding. I'm sorry, a stealth?
Yes.
22?
Roll me a perception check. I don't think you can beat it anyway.
I have to roll really high. That's a 15. I think that's still a 19. And I still not.
All right. She stops again, rubs her temples. You hear her breathing increase, and then gone. And you follow her for a good distance, and then it's like she ducks behind a tree, and then you turn the same corner. You have no idea where she went.
Maybe I was the crazy one the entire time. And he just keeps walking towards the ship.
Okay. You see Lorhn kind of like stop and look around for you, and then he's kind of confused and starts to walk back the way you were going.
So I am going to follow behind, like Gollum.
Yes! Yes!
Because, like, I know that he is safe, and I don't want to lose the only person that I have seen and met and talked to, but also I'm terrified.
He keeps giving you these moments that freak you out, and you can't remember them, so...
Yeah. So, like, I'm scared. I'm, like, full out scared, but, like, I'm also, like, but I don't want to lose you, so...
Okay. Roll me a stealth check for following him towards the ship.
20.
Roll me a perception check for her following you. You do not hear her following you. You follow him. He never senses you. And that is where we're going to end this episode of Slay the Stars. Thanks, everybody.
Intro music by Isaac Vyers. Character designs by Cam Gonzalez. Produced by Leah Hemrick. Graphics designer Jen Kearney. And audio engineer Arthur Polino.